And aside from what will be a much larger league with new opponents for the Comets to play and a single unified entity, the first question a Comets fan will ask you is, what changes will I notice next fall versus what I watched at the Independence Event Center this past season?
Well, next fall, when you watch the Comets play, you'll watch the defending champions. So there may be some differences there. Maybe we'll have the target on our backs. But in terms of the fan experience, it'll be exactly the same. The atmosphere. One thing that might be more appealing to fans is that because there's so many more teams and there's teams closer in the market, you might have some more new rivalries that we can watch grow.
Our thanks to Brad Likens, owner of the Missouri Comets. Fans will be curious, can you give us some specific timeline as to when we'll see the announcements regarding teams, scheduling, rules, the minutiae that weren't part of the structure initially?
Well, our big press conference to announce the majority of the teams and the rules and the stuff that fans will be interested in is going to be on May 19th in Baltimore. We have an owners meeting on the 17th and 18th of May. I don't think we'll have a schedule out by then. I don't even know if we'll have a division layout by then, because we're waiting for arena leases and dates, and in some buildings we're the second, even sometimes third tenant. So we have to wait until some of the hockey leagues and whatever get their schedules done first, and there's nothing we can do about that. It just is what it is.
And for fans out there who are new to the PASL, and specifically new to you being the commissioner of the league, what would you say to them about your personal vision for the league and what you want to do with it going forward?
Well, I think we want to continue what we've been doing, which is a slow progression on getting bigger and better. And that is only as good as our weakest owner. So we have to continue moving everyone forward in a positive direction. And, eventually I'd like to see us just like the NBA or NHL or anything like that plays indoor arenas, and really long term, if you look at what like Major League Soccer has done and what some of the other things done, is eventually getting into our own buildings where we control all these things that we don't control now, and that's the better source of revenue and whatever. So as we go into new markets or markets where now that don't have great opportunities in buildings, then we can go into our own buildings. Some teams have great situations now and they'll probably just stay where they are, but I think that long term we have to get into our own buildings.
Commissioner, this is the third iteration of the Sockers franchise, and originally there was some skepticism as to how long that iteration would last, but you've won PASL championships 4 of your first 5 years in the league. You won at 1.48 games in a row. You've increased your average attendance to average nearly 4,300, moved back into the Valley View Casino, which all of us Comets fans know as the San Diego Sports Arena from the 80s. What has been the recipe for your success in San Diego?
Well, we started with the PASL, and it was we built up to gain everybody's trust. We started out small. I think our first year we only drew an average of 1,700. We were in a smaller building that only held 3,000 seats, so it looked full. And then we started getting full in there with 2,700 the next year. Then we grew out of that, and now we went to the sports arena, and now we're at 4,300. So we have that kind of nice progression to get to where we're at. But the key to the success of the franchise is it takes time to gain everybody's trust.
Ed Bishop of the Missouri Comets. I'm with Comets owner Brian Budzinski. And Brian, a historic day for the new PASL and the Missouri Comets joining the league. What has you the most excited about today's announcement?
I think the thing that's got us the most excited is renewing some old rivalries, being able to play the San Diego Sockers, the Dallas Sidekicks. That type of stuff gets me excited. I think it'll get the fans excited as well. And it's really having a national league that's from coast to coast, and the type of media exposure that it can bring to the players and the sport in general.
Comets fans just experienced a championship just over a month ago, right about a month ago. They were very excited. We've got a young, fast, energetic team. The fans have just taken them and warmed to their hearts. Are you going to be able to retain the nucleus of that squad heading into this new league in the 2014-15 season?
Yeah, I think, since we relaunched the Comets 4 years ago, we've kept a good core of players. We've had 7 or 8 players that have been here since day one. And that obviously culminated with the championship this last year. And so all their hard work and dedication was rewarded, and the fans and the city and everybody was rewarded by that. And I think we're going to try to, keep those same players here and present them, promote them, and see if they can compete against these other teams from the PSL. We look forward to hosting, the top teams in that league and the top teams that we've had to play against in the past. So I think from a fan's perspective, they're going to see a lot of familiar faces and be really happy with it.